Hello and happy holidays. Hope that this video finds you well and that you are able to celebrate in any way that is available to you for this holiday season and that you are able to find rest during this time and self-care also in the chaos of the season and the busyness of it all. And hoping that I get to see you next week on the 31st. We'll be setting some intentions perhaps and thinking about what we're bringing into the new year as well. So just excited for that. And I'm excited for this space today, thinking about this week, the winter solstice. It's on the 21st. And so this is a time for celebrating the light returning. It's a time for hope and quiet rebirth. It is the longest and darkest night of the year, preparing for that light to return. And so there's a couple different themes that come along with this. So just reading a couple things here that the solstice marks the longest night of the year. Spiritually, this represents going inward, facing shadow, resting, and honoring what has been hidden or quiet in your life. It is a reminder that darkness isn't bad, it is fertile ground for growth. And so, thinking about how we can be growing from within and transforming our darkness into light, and thinking about how you can be honoring your light in this moment. So, for our check in question today, I'm thinking about how from this point forward, the days slowly get longer, symbolizing hope, renewal, and new beginnings. Even when change is subtle, the light is returning. And so, thinking about that for our check in, how are you honoring your light? And how is your light showing up for you and for others? And what does that look like? And so, I think for me, how I'm honoring my light is by nurturing myself and taking care of my needs, and then sharing that light out with others and wanting to be more present in spaces, being able to be more present on social media and sharing just different insights or messages or just positivity and learning with the world through that avenue and that my different platforms at Letting Love In 365. And so if you are on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me along there and would love to be able to explore more in those areas so that I can be spreading my light and my life and all the things that come along with what it means to be letting love in. So that's kind of where I'm at. And there's also this, time of thinking that it's a time of letting go of and releasing what no longer serves you in this moment during the solstice and inviting in new intentions and what is to come. And so I will kind of hold some space for that here, but also be thinking about that for next week when we talk about the year in general, thinking about what is not serving us anymore and releasing what we need to with 2025 and setting intentions for 2026. So, holding some space for that theme here on the solstice, but then also as we come into the end of the year and reflecting on what we want to bring into the new year. So we'll hold tight on that theme and that process for next week. So, with that, pulling some affirmation cards for you all. Perfect. So, we've got some cards here. We'll do 3 cards today. We've got 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So, the first card says, I honor myself for showing up. I know so often that is the hardest part. Love that. There's that card. And the second card says, I trust the strength of my body to hold me today. Beautiful. And the third card says, I am creating space for joy. Beautiful. Right. Love all of those, incorporating those into our practice today. And yeah, all right. Think about how we can honor rest and stillness in this symbolic time of this darkness within this winter solstice and being able to have intentional time for transformation and for growth and for renewal. So inviting you to just center in, knowing that this is a time of radical self-care and sacred rest. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, drawing one palm to the heart space and one palm to the belly. The solstice also reminds us that life moves in cycles, light and dark, expansion and contraction. It's a moment of balance between what has ended and what is yet to begin. Beautiful. Inviting you to notice the expansion and contraction of your breath, the rise and the fall of each inhalation and each exhalation. Knowing that this time is for you. They're letting go of any expectations of yourself, of your body, and of this moment. Just allowing yourself to be. And checking in with the mind. Letting go of any thoughts that are not serving you in this moment. Checking in and letting go of any negativity that may be swirling around in the mind. If there's any negative thoughts or talk about yourself, about others, or about a situation, inviting you to let that negativity float out the space in the back of your mind, dropping it off into the Sacramento River, and letting it float far away from you. Checking in with your heart space, remembering that healing is feeling and that your feelings are valid and you are worthy of expressing your emotions. That your feelings are valid and that you are valid and that you matter. Recognizing that healing is not linear and that that is okay. Seeking progress rather than perfection. Checking in with your body, remembering that this is your practice, your body, and always your choice. Honoring what your body needs today, and in each moment, checking in. If you notice any tension or tightness in the body, I invite you to move that tension and that energy into any areas that feel more calm or neutral. So shifting that tension into areas that are more calm, more neutral, and staying there and releasing that tension. Inviting you to check in with your spirit, honoring the light that lives within you and all around you. So you honor your light, knowing that your light can shine even in the darkness, and that it is in the darkest skies that we see the brightest stars. And the solstice reminds us that the darkness has its teachings and that we can honor the dark, for it is where the light is conceived. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, drawing the hands across the body into a butterfly hug, giving yourself some love here. Rocking from side to side. When you rock from side to side, it sends a signal to your nervous system that you are safe. Drawing the hands to the cheeks. Activating the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of the nervous system that allows you to rest, to digest, and to heal. And activating some oxytocin within the body, the mind, helping you to feel connected to yourself, knowing that you are loved, that you are held, that you are supported. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, drawing the right arm down and the left arm comes up and over, finding a side body stretch. Beautiful, perhaps opening up to the sky. And coming through center, drawing the left arm up and over and down, and the right arm comes up and over. Beautiful. Opening up the heart space. Beautiful. And coming through center. On your own time and your own breath, moving through from side to side. Coming through center, inviting you to twist over to the left. And coming through center and twisting over to the right. Coming through center. Beautiful. Inviting you to draw the knees up, pressing through the soles of the feet, and drawing the knees from side to side. If you'd like to engage the core, drawing the arms up. Beautiful. And coming through center, drawing the legs out in front of you, flexing the feet, spreading the toes. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, finding a forward fold. Coming through center, drawing the left leg in front, the right leg back, bending the knee, drawing the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, finding a forward. Coming through center, drawing the right leg out, the left leg back, inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Beautiful, and coming through center, and drawing the legs wide into a straddle. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale. And exhale, walking the hands forward. Inviting you to walk the hands forward, over to the right. And coming through center and over to the left. Beautiful, and coming through center. And coming through up to the top. Drawing the right leg in front, the left leg back, coming into 90 and 90. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, walking the hands forward. And coming up through center, drawing the left leg in front, the right leg back. Lighting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, walking the hands forward. Beautiful. And coming up through center, inviting you to come into a seated position or into all fours, drawing the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, coming into tabletop, or you can stay here in a seated position, drawing the shoulders back and away from the ears, opening up the heart space. Inhaling for cow. Exhale, hugging the belly in towards the spine, creating space between the shoulder blades, and exhaling for cat. You'd like to come into all fours. Move between these two shapes, dropping the heart, opening up the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, hugging the belly in towards the spine, creating space between the shoulder blades. Moving between these two shapes on your own time and your own breath. Inviting any intuitive movement here in the body, perhaps creating some hip circles or some spinal circles. Beautiful. And when you're ready, I invite you to find a position to pause, to rest, and to be in. Can come onto your belly, your back, or your side, coming into Balasana or child's posture, bringing the big toes together. Knees can be wide or knees can be together. If you have a blanket that you can roll up or a pillow nearby, you can rest down onto a pillow and just allowing yourself to pause, to rest, and to be. Honoring your rest as sacred, knowing that sacred rest is an act of trust in life's quiet rhythms. Allowing yourself to pause without guilt, knowing that becoming takes time. Remembering that in stillness, the soul repairs what the world has worn thin. Remembering that each time you intentionally choose to rest, you are healing, you are being held, and you are being supported. Sabi Yamasaki. Knowing that you can stay here for as long as you'd like, and that there is absolutely no rush. And if you chose to stay here for the rest of your practice, that would be welcomed, accepted, and celebrated. You'd like to begin bringing movement back into your body and back into your space. I invite you to walk the hands over to the right. Coming through center and walking the hands over to the left. And coming through center, coming back into a seated position, drawing the arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, elbows come out into cactus arms, 90 degrees. Inhale, opening up the heart space. Exhale, elbows come to touch. Inhale, opening up the heart space. Exhale, elbows come to touch. Inhale. Inviting you to draw the right elbow into the left elbow pit. Hands can come to the shoulders, back to back, or into eagle arms, drawing the left hand back towards the nose and giving yourself a high five. Drawing the elbows up, shoulders down, reaching up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale, drawing the elbows in towards the chest. Hugging the belly in towards the spine. Drawing the hands to the shoulders, giving yourself some love here. Beautiful. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, elbows come out into cactus arms. Inviting the elbows back, opening up the heart space. Inhale and exhale, elbows come to touch. Inhale, opening up the heart space. And exhale, elbows come to touch. And inhale, opening up the heart space. And exhale, elbows come to touch. Inviting you to draw that left elbow into the right elbow pit. Hands can come to the shoulders, back to back, or into eagle arms, drawing the right hand back towards the nose and giving yourself a high five. Drawing the elbows up towards the sky, drawing the shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale, drawing the elbows in towards the chest, creating space between the shoulder blades, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Beautiful. And coming through center, drawing the arms and hands to the shoulders, giving yourself some love. Beautiful. Inviting the arms up overhead, interlacing the hands, pointing the index fingers together, coming over to the right. And inhale, coming through center, and exhale, coming over to the left. Coming through center and drawing back. And palms come together, resting at your heart space. Taking a moment to drink some water here if you haven't already during this practice. Making sure we remember to stay hydrated even on these cold, rainy days when we may not be feeling thirsty, but knowing that we still need water. Beautiful. And then coming through center, inviting you to move into that 90 and 90 that we did at the beginning of class. Beautiful. And then from here, option to stay here or option to move into pigeon, leaning forward, spinning that hip flexor underneath, drawing the knee down, reaching the leg out from the hip, creating like a 7 with the legs here. Checking in that the leg is in alignment with the hip. Beautiful. An option to find a forward fold. Beautiful. And coming up through center, leaning over onto that right hip, drawing the left leg around, stacking the knees. Beautiful. Inviting you to uncross the legs and drawing the knees from side to side. Beautiful. And coming through center, drawing the left leg in front, the right leg in back, coming into that 90 and 90. Then option to come into pigeon. From here, you can stay in 90 and 90, leaning over that left shin, spinning the hip flexor underneath, reaching and extending back. Lowering down. Coming up through center, leaning over onto that left hip. Drawing the right leg around, stacking the knees. Coming into cow face. Beautiful. Uncrossing the legs, drawing the knees from side to side. Beautiful. And I invite you to find your way down to your back. Beautiful. Inviting the left leg up overhead. Interlacing the hands behind the thigh or behind the calf. Drawing the left knee into the chest, releasing the right leg out, drawing the left knee across the body, gazing over to the left. And coming through center, drawing the right leg up overhead, interlacing behind the thigh or behind the calf. And drawing the right knee into the chest, extending that left leg out, drawing the knee across the body over to the left and gazing to the right. Coming through center, finding any final shapes or stretches in your body before finding your final resting shape. Know that you can take final Shavasana in any position that serves you and allows you to rest, relax, and release. And we'll be here for about 5 minutes. May you honor the quiet without fear, knowing this stillness is not emptiness, but a sacred pause where healing takes root. May the longest night remind you that you have survived every darkness before, and that light returns not by force, but by faith in the turning of time. May you release what no longer needs carrying and rest where you are without apology. What is meant to grow in you is already gathering strength beneath the surface. As the light slowly returns, may hope rise gently within you, unhurried, steady, and true. May renewal meet you exactly where you are. And so it is, and so it begins. Your next inhale, I invite you to begin bringing movement back into your body, back into your space. Slowly moving to one side, resting in fetal position before coming back to a comfortable seat. Inviting the hands up overhead. Inhale and exhale, palms come together, resting at your heart space. Inviting you to create some energy between the palms of the hand. And drawing that energy into your heart or anywhere that needs some extra love and attention. Affirming that I honor my light. I trust the process of my healing journey. Creating some more energy between the palms of the hand. And drawing that energy out to those around us, to the universe, and to the divine, or whoever serves you. Palms come together, thumbs come between your eyebrows at your third eye center. I invite you to bow your head in gratitude, ending our practice with an Om and 3 Shantis, the sound of the universe followed by peace, peace, peace. Taking a deep breath in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. May peace be within you and all around you, guiding your path to light. Thanking all of the teachers who have come before us to bring us this sacred practice from South Asia for thousands of years. Thanking yourself for making time to unite body, mind, and spirit. And I hope you have a beautiful day, and may you be letting love in. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you all soon.